Good morning, Tarkov. How's everyone doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. The Discord is live. That's the latest news that I got for you guys. The Discord is live. So if you guys can see the description right now, or if you can see the comments, if you're watching the VOD, whatever it might be, the Discord is live. There should be a link in there. We're going to be playing Star Citizen today because that's going to be like a voice chat, like soft launch. In terms of soft launch, it went great last night. We had like something like 70 people or something join in the span of like 2 or 3 minutes, so I had to unlist the video that talked about the Discord because that was just way too many people way too quickly. So it's a thing, it exists, you can find the links, and if you are listening to this right now, you have access to the link. You can join it in the description and you can see it. I'm probably going to put it in the top comments as well, so make sure you do that because there's going to be a lot of cool things going on. Eventually, I will put that video back up. It's probably going to go back up today at some point, so that people can actually see it, and then you'll see like my explanation of what the Discord is and how it's going to work and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the big thing for today. So make sure you guys check that out. But again, good morning, Tarkov, because this is the Good Morning Tarkov show. Everything where we talk the show where we talk everything Tarkov. If you haven't noticed, I haven't had coffee yet. I haven't had my coffee yet. It goes from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern United States time. Usually every single day. And today's Sunday, so we have an open topic. We're just doing open Q&A. But usually I have a topic that we can discuss today just to get everyone's brain moving. And then other than that, you guys can check out the description and the top comment for any timestamps to be able to keep up with the discussion if we have any significant discussions. But without further ado, let's just crack on into it. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Boar, how you doing? Marius, how you doing? Discord is sick. Thank you very much. We worked very hard on that. Madgren, how you doing? Good morning. Tarkov starts at 3 p.m. Yes, I understand how time works. I know. He is back. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. There's gonna be an interesting week this week because we're gonna be starting up. Speaking of the Discord, if people want to keep talking about the Discord, I can do that very easily. But we're gonna do Sherpa runs. The Sherpa runs are gonna be coming back, starting with the new Discord. Let me get those links up, and I gotta get the slideshow up. That's the link to the Discord. If any of you guys currently listening don't have that. And we'll get the slideshow going. That's a good one to start on. I haven't played excuse me. With the soft launch last night, I lost my voice at about 12:30 in the I don't know, like 0:30. I lost my voice at 0:30 today because we were talking for like 3 hours straight with the soft launch last night. So I might still have something like that hanging around today. So I'll have a bit of coffee and hopefully I can keep my voice going. But yeah, I haven't played. So Anthrax says I haven't played Tarkov since March. Aside from the new stuff, is there anything else that I missed? Probably not. Not since March. No. There hasn't been a whole lot, but I think if you check out my 12.11 video, you'll know why I'm pretty excited for 12.11. Wipe this week? As of right now, I would say not likely. As of right now, I would say not likely. What we want to see is we want to see a podcast. If we get a Tarkov TV podcast from BSG, that's when we're gonna get some new info. That's what we gotta pay attention to. I'm on a camping trip. What did I miss? It's the Discord. We launched the community, the Nice Guy community Discord. Think we'll have the podcast this week? That is a very good possibility, but we haven't heard anything specific yet. The new community guy, their new community guy over at BSG is tightening up very much. He's definitely putting a grip on information and making it very difficult for us to be able to estimate this stuff. All I can say, and this is just even with sometimes my loose speculation, although it is well-informed speculation, even with the way I go about doing things, I would still even say it's at best it's a good possibility that we'll have the podcast this week. At best, it is a good possibility that we'll have the podcast this week. That's it. Danny Boy. I remember the name Danny Boy. I got you. In case anyone is wondering, Danny Boy is completely exempt from any backlash whatsoever. He cannot do anything wrong. Danny Boy, I'm not gonna lie, I already forgot your question. What was your question? what was it? I am not gonna lie. Talk about grenade. Was it about grenades? I have my notes here. Was your question about grenade launchers? Next week, hey, not confirmed, Tano. Not confirmed. It's just likely. How will Underbarrel explosives change the game? Hey, I did. So I just said talk about grenade launchers. Yeah. Okay, we can talk about that for sure. So, you sound tired, Nice Guy. It was a very long day yesterday. Also, I hit snooze a couple times this morning. I hit snooze a few times. And then I went through the Discord. I wanted to see what everyone was up to while I was asleep, which was a lot. So there's a lot of text chat going back and forth, which is really cool. And I understand Tarkov's not too active right now. So there's not too many people that were using. Actually, I hope the voice channels are working all right. Because I know there were some issues with the voice channels last night, but that's what a soft launch is for. There's going to be some problems that we need to work the kinks out of. I saw that he added some more voice channels. I'm wondering if that is the fix to them, or maybe they're not fixed. I don't know. The chat's working great, though, because we chatted for 3 hours straight last night, which is why I sound tired, because it's probably mostly my voice, because my voice is pretty strained after that. And then the chat's working great. And then today we're going to do Star Citizen. Today, as a voice group, we're going to go play Star Citizen today. That's going to be a couple hours after this stream ends. Okay, so Underbarrel grenade launchers, Danny. Let me get these up, actually. Let me get you these. If anyone does not know, well, first off, if anyone doesn't know, grenade launchers are coming. There is no if. There is no ifs about grenade launchers. It's a when. In fact, the most recent thing that we have from Nikita himself is that the Underbarrel grenade launchers are finito. They're done. And he's thinking about adding them in 12.12. So we might see the Underbarrel grenade launchers come into the game the patch after next. So we are waiting. We are currently in 12.10. We are waiting for 12.11. And there's a possibility that we see something like this in 12.12. There's a possibility. Ah, that's bullshit. They're not doing the Underbarrel grenade launcher. Okay, all right. If you think it's bullshit, then leave it. It's fine. It's happening. It is happening. This one is actually already in the game. Is it that one or is it this one? I think it's this one. This one's already in the game. Wait, is it the same one? The mine. That's another thing that's coming too that people are gonna read about. Is that the same one? No, these are different, but they look... I don't know. I honest to God, I don't know what the difference is here, but these are two different models of something. I don't know what the difference is here for these. But those are there. And then we have this bad boy right here. Actually, what's this one? That's another one that looks like that one, but it's not. All right. These Russians, they have a lot of grenade launchers. Jesus. And then we have this boy right here. I don't know if this is what he mentioned, or I don't know if he was thinking of this when he said it was done. Is this the M32, I think? I think this is called the M32, or M320 maybe? I don't know. I do not know off the top of my head currently. I also still have some stuff like this. So yeah. I do not know if he means this specifically. But eventually that is coming. And then there's also like a RG6 or RG5. Here it is, RG6. This is also planned. Obviously, this is not in-game work in progress or anything, but that's also planned. So yeah, we as of patch. So again, we are currently in 12.10. We are waiting on 12.11, and there is a possibility that in 12.12. Yeah. So in terms of how I think it's going to affect the game, I can't say because, I mean, I can say, which is, but I can't say yet because I don't know how they're gonna have that economy, like how accessible they're gonna be, right, Danny? Because we talked about a bunch of stuff around the flea market. Because I think you asked about the flea market as well last night. So a big thing is accessibility. How accessible are these Underbarrel grenade launchers going to be, and how accessible are their rounds going to be? So if it's a one-time show kind of a thing, if it's really difficult to get access to the grenades, then obviously it might as well be a fucking paperweight, right? So I can't exactly answer how bad they're going to be, other than it's a testing environment. Nikita's definitely going to want sufficient testing of anything that they're going to be adding to the game right now. So if they are adding grenade launchers, they are going to be accessible. That's really all we can say. And in terms of their effectiveness, they're going to be very effective. So this is just the way that Battlestate has been doing things, and this is going to be their well, I know that we already have the GL40 there, but this is going to be a similar kind of line where it's a grenade launcher. Of course it's going to be powerful. That's usually how they go about things. It's a grenade launcher. It shoots a 40mm grenade, impact grenade. Of course it's going to be a big boom. Of course it's going to be effective, and anything that goes along with a grenade launcher, because it's more pinpoint instead of like lobbing a grenade. You can shoot it much farther, and you can be very accurate with it if you know how to use it. So of course it's going to be very effective. Of course it's going to be powerful, and we're just going to have to wait and see how accessible it is. And in terms of how accessible it is, will be how crazy it is in game. And as we've seen with the GL40, BSG are able to tone it down. So they're able to make significant changes to tone down the accessibility of it in order to make everyone happy, that kind of a thing. What would be interesting is if they do end up doing it in 12.12, and if my theory about 12.11 is correct, then that would kind of make sense for the economy as well, because people are going to have a bunch of money by the time that 12.12 rolls around. And because if 12.11 does end up being a wipe, that's going to be an interesting point of that wipe cycle, because people are going to have enough money to start fucking around with that kind of thing, if that ends up being the case. But we'll see. I'm not a fan of the market. I hope they take it away, but oh well. No, they're definitely not. Yeah, I remember we were talking about that as well yesterday. They are absolutely not going to remove the flea market, but I am willing to bet they will make some significant changes to it. Hey, Radcat. Will explosives cut down trees? I doubt it, actually. I actually doubt it. But there will be some destruction. He has talked about destruction being a possibility in the future. Now, we're not talking Levolution. There would be some walls that you can take down or something like that, or obviously doors too. But I don't know about trees. Have you done a face reveal yet? Not that I know of. Maybe you guys can see some face stuff from before, but you guys don't need to see my face in order to understand Escape from Tarkov better. Trust me. Is there a wipe predicted for this week, next week? All right, so the week is going to be difficult. I would say be on the lookout for the, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. So you're not going to have a wipe sneak up on you unless they've already done the podcast. So you're looking for a Tarkov TV stream from the BSG offices. That reminds me, I need to make sure I keep my Twitter open. They haven't tweeted as of today, I don't think. No, they haven't. So, a wipe is not going to sneak up on you guys unless they've had the Tarkov TV cast from the BSG offices. And they haven't had the Tarkov TV cast from the BSG offices yet. So, in terms of things sneaking up on you and things that you want to pay attention to, the current stage that we are in right now, today, is wait for Tarkov TV podcast. That is what we want to hear about. So if you see Nikita tweet, if you see Nikita comment on something on Reddit or on Twitter or anything, if you see anything from BSG regarding a podcast or Tarkov TV from the BSG offices, anything like that, a dev update, anything, that would all be referring to the same thing. That's the current stage that we're waiting in right now. We need to see that. We need to see that podcast happen before we see any kind of patch or a potential wipe with that patch. When in raid traders become a thing, PSG will most likely need to raise the amount of money you can bring into raid. Do you think that will affect RMT? Of course it will, because you're going to be able to bring stuff in for RMT. I'm assuming that they'll have a plan for that. They have some reason to do something different. Maybe he'll be barter only, because the theory right now is the first in-raid trader is going to be... Oh, holy shit, that makes complete fucking sense. Wow, that just blew my mind. Okay, guys. So okay, that's all linked together, and that makes complete sense. Now I know exactly why he said he might want the grenade launcher in 12-12. Alright, that just made my brain hurt. That was just, that gif of that guy's mind blowing, that was just me right now. Okay, guys. Wow, that makes complete sense. Okay, so the Lighthouse location, right? The Lighthouse location is supposed to be after the factory expansion, but before Streets of Tarkov, right? So what's a patch before Streets of Tarkov, but after the factory expansion? 12-12. Nikita says that he's thinking he might have the grenade launchers in patch 12-12. And then if it's not 12-12, then it's 12-13 or whatever. But what are they... But again, what are they trying to stick in there as well? Lighthouse. Guess what they are also... The rumor is with Lighthouse. The in-raid trader. The current rumor is the in-raid trader is going to come with the Lighthouse location. And what's also the rumor with the first in-raid trader? Grenade launchers and explosives. I don't know about explosives, but that would totally work. And that fits, all of those rumors fit together. Shit. So we might get the Lighthouse location with our first in-raid trader, and he's got grenade launchers that you have to go and you have to get from him. That actually all ties perfectly together. Now, in terms of what patch that's going to happen, we don't know. It would have to come, obviously, with the Lighthouse location. So if I had to guess right now, they're going to do that. If I had to guess, they're going to do that. So my speculation, nice guy's guess, Nolan's guess, not Nikita, not BSG, not anything like that. But based off of everything that I've been following, damn, that makes so much sense. So I bet that's what they're going to do. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, so it would be whenever we get the Lighthouse location, there's a good possibility that we would also get our first in-raid trader. And then the rumor with that first in-raid trader is that he's going to have the grenade launchers. If that ends up being 12-12, then it ends up being 12-12. We'll have to wait and see. Shit. That's nuts. Also, theoretically, what they could do is they could add, like, if Lighthouse isn't finished yet, then they could add the grenade launchers, of course, next patch, and then wait, like, 12-12. Not 12-11. So they could add the grenade launchers in 12-12 like Nikita is saying. And then we can properly test them. And then we'll see how crazy they are or whatnot. And then with Lighthouse, then we can get that in-raid trader maybe. And then we can go from there. There's a lot of options that they can do for sure. But damn, that fits together real nice. If they end up doing Lighthouse with 12-12, that fits together real nice with grenade launchers going to that in-raid trader, because the in-raid trader is supposed to be on Lighthouse. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, keep an eye out for that podcast. That's if I could ask Nikita a question right now, that I'd probably ask about the in-raid trader. Morning, Kodo. How you doing? I'll link this again here, guys. Make sure you guys have checked this out. We have the Discord. The Nice Guy Community Discord is live. I had to take the video down because we had something like 50 people join in the span of like a couple minutes, and I just wanted to soft launch last night. And we were all chit-chatting. And today we're also going to be chit-chatting again. We're going to be playing Star Citizen as well. So in terms of everyone playing together in a room, the soft launch is going to be Star Citizen. And we're going to go check out the event in Star Citizen together. And then if all goes well this week, we're going to be doing Tarkov Sherpa runs. Eventually, the next several days here. Will the in-raid trader have quests? We don't know. I'm assuming so, but we don't know. Hope they fix the audio system. Seam audio. Yep. Work in progress. It's on the priority list. I'm assuming it's not that high of a priority right now, but it's on the priority list. I feel like them tuning the damage of the grenade launcher to be similar to landmines would be fair, since landmines can one-shot but don't always. I think that's pretty accurate, actually. I think that's pretty accurate. Tarish, how you doing? I think that is pretty accurate. Now, of course, there's going to be some big boy mines. Like, if we come over here, there's going to be some... guys, I'm losing my voice. This isn't good. I got to take a sip of coffee. I'm so losing my voice today. Any update for wipe? Nope, not yet. Nothing new on the wipe. We're waiting on the podcast. Yeah, I'm definitely losing my voice today. All right. Let me come back over to mines. Like, I don't know what this thing is, but that looks like a big boom to me. Like, that, I feel like that would really fuck some people up. And then I think I've seen this before. I think that this is a bit smaller. And then we all know what this is. And then also we have this. Something interesting that I don't have the artwork for, though, is they did have a tripwire sound device. There's already been a sound device confirmed. It's almost like a little snapper kind of a thing, where there's a little bit of an explosive involved, but it's not to injure anyone. It's just to make a loud noise. And they actually showed work in progress. I don't have it here, but they actually showed work in progress for that as well. But yeah, as of right now, this is what we have for mines. I don't know about this one, but this one looks like that could really do some damage. This one does, at least. That looks like you could have a lot of explosive in that if you wanted to. Also, any speculation that the trader in the raid series that Skiff meets could either be Lighthouse Trader or another in-raid trader? I think what they did there is they really just wanted to have somebody that would represent the in-raid traders. I don't think, at least from the work in progress artwork that I've seen, I haven't seen anything that would refer to that guy or it would insinuate that that guy is one of the traders. Yeah, I think that the purpose of that was just to represent any kind of in-raid trader and how that stuff works, basically. But it could be. He could. Doesn't seem 12-12 seem like a much bigger chance for a wipe because it's a bigger patch. Ventix, it's the timing for that one that doesn't make sense to me. So it does make sense because it's a bigger patch, but the timing doesn't make sense because the content for that patch is not gonna come in the next month or so. It's gonna come in maybe the next 2 or 3 months, and then at that point, that's too late to have a wipe between then and Streets. So I've talked about this several times. Go check out my my speculative timeline for 2021, and I literally write it all out. Like I show it all out right there. Because unless, which I really don't think they're going to do, unless they're okay with having one wipe for the entirety of the year of 2021, which would be the Streets wipe, unless they want to do that, it makes the most sense for them to have a wipe in the next month or so. What's the patch that's coming in the next month or so? 12.11. So for more details on that, like I said, you can go check out my speculative timeline for 2021. I wrote it all out and all that stuff. Christopher Hoon, you're too nice. You're too nice. You are too nice. I know that's not. That looks like it's $5 for USD. Appreciate the 5 spot. And hopefully the text speech will get that. Yep, did.
At Noise Guy Tarkov, I know it's a Tarkov Q&A, but since it's Sunday, Do you really think Star Citizen will ever be released?
Absolutely, it'll be released. If it's now, in terms of do I think it's going to be released with everything that they've promised? Fuck no. There's going to be things they're going to take away from it for sure. Also, do I think it's going to be released in the next few months? Obviously not. Do I think it's going to be released in the next year? No, it's not going to be released in the next year. Do I think it's going to be released in the next 5 years? Yes, I do think in the next 5 years, I think we're going to be seeing it. Now, I've seen that you've left text comments, Chris. I've seen that you've left text comments ragging on Star Citizen before, so I think you should go check out my video talking about is Star Citizen a scam? Because I explain my thoughts on that whole setup very well in that video, and I put it all together, like, I don't know, in an intricate way. So before you ask me more questions about Star Citizen, I think that you should go check that out, because that's probably the best answer that you're going to get, especially since we're talking about Escape from Tarkov right now. So I would go check out that video if you really want to know what my feelings are with all that setup and stuff. But if you want to ask me about, like, if I think Star Citizen is going to happen, yes, I do. I think it's going to be a significant game, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun playing it. So that's why I'm invested in it. Thank you very much for the 5 spot. Appreciate you, dude. Are we allowed to repost questions in case you... Yes, Danny. Yes, we are. Sorry about that. But make sure also, guys, while we're on that subject, at nice guy, space, Tarkov. I'm so going to fucking lose my voice today. At nice guy, space, Tarkov. Make sure you're doing that, because it pops up as a bright orange for me. So if you do at nice guy, I might see it. If you do at nice guy with no O, I might see it. But if you do an at nice guy space Tarkov, like what I just did 3 times in the chat there, it pops up as a bright orange, and it makes it very obvious. It makes it very easy for me to see your question. Otherwise, you might just be talking in chat and it gets lost because there's a lot of people talking. Wouldn't the Lighthouse Trader be the guy from Raid? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Could be, though. Will the in-raid trader always be there, or will they be like scav bosses? That's a good question. I actually don't know, Marv. I don't know. Guys, I'm gonna lose my voice today. What you guys can't hear, and what I'm surprised is that my voice isn't cracking more, is that I have a fucking frog in my throat. And I'm surprised that I can even talk right now. Because I talked for the soft launch last night, we talked for like 3 hours straight. If not more. Oh boy. Sorry if these have been asked before. Sorry if these have been asked before. I missed the last few streams. I was wondering if you still think we'll get a dev podcast soon and the patch next week. Absolutely, yes. Zathika, yes. Very good possibility we get the dev podcast this week. It still might not happen this week, though, for the dev podcast. But you're on the right track. So you're saying podcast, which a lot of people aren't. So the next thing, the thing that you guys should be waiting for right now is not the wipe. You should be waiting for the dev podcast, the Tarkov TV. That is what you should be looking out for. Any information regarding a Tarkov TV a Tarkov TV cast from the BSG offices. That's what we're waiting for right now. Could very well happen this week. Might not happen this week. We don't know yet, though. Soon TM. More like a soon TM. As someone who hasn't heard much about Arena, will it just be biased on PvP and not PvP? Arena, yes. Arena, very much so. It will absolutely. Arena is the PvP Tarkov. Now, it will have PvE aspects, though. Excuse me. It will have PvE aspects, though, because you're going to be able to go in there with your friends. And they've talked about game modes where you fight all of the scav bosses at once together. As a group of friends. So that's going to be fucking cool, and that's PvE. But there's a lot of PvP that's going to come with the arena as well. I think there's even a game mode where you have to race to kill the scav bosses against some other people. So you're fighting players and the scav bosses at the same time. First person to kill them all or loot them or whatever wins. There's a bunch of crazy shit like that happen. But it is extremely PvP oriented. The arena is. Indeed. Tarkov TV for the 12/11 should be soon, right? It should. Yeah, it could be. Not should is the wrong word there. Theoretically is a good word. Could be is a good word. Should be is not the right word to use, especially anything revolving around things we don't have confidence in Escape for Tarkov. But Tarkov TV will be the next thing. The way that you can use should there is Tarkov TV on 12.11 should be the next thing that we hear about. We shouldn't get snuck up on by the wipe. We should get a Tarkov TV before the patch or the potential wipe with it. If 12.11 isn't a wipe, I'm going to be very disappointed. You are not alone there, sir. I need to sneeze. I'll be right back. All right, sneeze complete. If 12.11, yeah, you are definitely not going to be alone in that, for sure. Will the final game be fully open world with all the maps connected? That's the plan, Tano. And we're going to be able to test that with the map-to-map travel. There is some talk of there's a very good possibility that if they do go open world, it might not be able to handle Streets of Tarkov. So even with the rest of the map open world, Streets might still be its own thing. So you'll have literally everything else as its one thing, if this ends up being the case. You'll have literally every other location be connected, but then Streets of Tarkov is still a separate location. Because Streets is just going to be nuts. What do you think about Squad, the game? Yeah, everyone wants to know about Squad. Squad's okay. Squad's cool. I just don't play it very often. Stop drinking coffee and drink some tea with honey. Good for the throat. I don't have tea, and I also don't have honey, but I do need to go shopping today, so I'm going to get that. I do need to go food shopping today, so I will be getting that for sure. I think the Lighthouse Trader will have mines and such because they have had those modeled for years. Just because they have something modeled for years doesn't mean that it's coming soon. They've had the Vector since the same time. Like that super old Streets shot that we had, that same podcast, they showed some work in progress of the Vector. So, and the double barrel shotgun too. Double barrel shotgun was in the game before, so it doesn't mean that just because they have work in progress on something doesn't mean that it's coming soon. Also, I don't think they're quite ready for mines, but we have heard specifics about those grenade launchers and how Nikita might want them in for 12.12. So that's why I think it makes sense with if they end up doing Lighthouse, if they end up doing the in-raid trader with Lighthouse, and if they end up doing unique items with that in-raid trader, it's probably grenade launchers. We'll see if it's explosives. Soft launch was fun. I thought everybody in the Discord was chill, and I think it would be a cool place to chill. I think so too. It's gonna be really cool. And Danny, that's just with the video being up for like 5 minutes. The video is gonna go back up later today, and I've been sending out links here and there, and I'm sure plenty of you guys have been inviting people because what do we got? We're up to 87 now, so I'm sure you guys have been inviting people plenty. Hopefully we don't get too crazy with the amount of people. I think this is good right now for this weekend, and then as we go, I'll keep putting the video up and then taking it down when we start getting more and more people. So theoretically, it should go to a few thousand people because the Devil's Brigade, which was the Discord before, when I used to have my link up for that, I had a few thousand people use specifically my link for that. So theoretically, this could go to a couple thousand pretty easily. So I don't want that. That's why I'm calling this a soft launch. Because I've seen what kind of pull a Discord of mine can do, and I don't want thousands of people so quickly. So that's why we're soft launching it. That's why we're going slow. Those of you guys listening right now, if you do want access, here you go. This is the Discord. And it is good to go. It's live. It's working right now. I think I double tapped that. Here you go. That's the real link. Vectors at point out of nowhere. It was added. Not necessarily out of nowhere. We did Tirish. We did know about that. We did see some like better work in progress. He gave us a bit of an update. As a fellow gamer, how do you deal with cold gamer hands while gaming? I don't actually get cold. If anything, I get hot hands. I don't actually get cold hands. Unless you mean you need to warm up. If you need to warm up, aim trainers. Aim trainers are good and offline raids are good. You best be spending more time on your Discord as well because I will definitely need a Sherpa to teach me other ways besides rat and exfil camping. That's the plan, Danny. You guys are gonna see, like, I'm literally gonna be on that Discord. If I'm not asleep, I'm gonna be on that Discord. Somebody asked a good question, and I thought of a good way to respond to it last night. I don't know if it was a comment or if it was a DM or whatever. The best way that I would like to describe the future of my community and my content and stuff like that is I do not want to be seen as a streamer first and foremost, because streaming is kind of difficult for me because I just don't sit down for a long time. I think if anything, I mean, I'm going to be streaming for sure, but it's not. I definitely am not going to be a streamer. I just might be a content creator that streams every once in a while. But at the same time, I also don't want to be really known as a content creator. My ideal kind of setup would be considered a community manager that makes a lot of content. Like, my goal is I really want a fucking really cool community. Like, I want a really cool community that we can have a bunch of people enjoy really cool games together, like, really well. Like, that is my goal. Like, that'd be fucking awesome. So if we can get a bunch of people that work really well together in big games like Star Citizen or Ashes of Creation, and the only reason I'm not saying Escape from Tarkov is, of course, because we have that 5-man limit. But even speaking of that 5-man limit, that's one of my goals too. So those of you guys that were here, if you were in the soft launch discussion yesterday, getting a process together to efficiently teach people how to efficiently play as a 5-man group in Escape from Tarkov is a goal of mine. I want to break. I want to not necessarily break. I want to figure out. Like, I want to figure out 5-man groups in Tarkov. So that's one of my big goals. I want to be able to figure out like a communication style and also like a movement style and something that's easy to teach other people in order to run 5-man groups effectively in Escape from Tarkov. Like, that's one of my things. That's one of the goals that I want for like content. And then other than that, yeah, Star Citizen, Ashes of Creation, and then anything else where we're gonna have a lot of people like survival games and stuff like that. And on top of that, I just like a lot of other games too. So you guys will see. I think an ideal setup for where I want to picture my, you know, community and content and stuff like that is a community manager that makes a lot of videos, basically, and live streams. So community manager first, content creator second, streamer third. However you guys want to picture that. I am going to put a lot into the community. Trust me. Especially now that I have my own. Played with Underbarrel in alpha. It was OP as fuck. Also, server sometimes crashed when you shot it. Yeah, that's why they removed it. Yeah, that was nuts. In regards to Lighthouse gray boxing with all the assets made for streets and other maps, it theoretically shouldn't take as long since... Yeah, but it's still gray boxing and it's still a couple months. So every time they've told us about new maps, it's not going to be done, dude. There's no way we're seeing that in the next couple months. There's just no way. Can we at least agree with that, Madgren? There's no way we're seeing Lighthouse in the next couple months, which is what makes the most sense to have it be a wipe. If we do end up seeing it, if we do see it by... Honestly, July is pushing it. Even July is pushing it. Because that's how much the second wipe of 2021 is going to be for amount of time in it, right? So we would... Ideally, it would be June. It'd be early July at the absolute latest. And if we do end up seeing Lighthouse, if we do end up seeing 12/12 with Lighthouse in that time frame, I would agree with you, but I don't see it happening. I just don't. Is Scav Karma confirmed for next update? Yes, it is. It isn't going to stop me from my rampages, though. Best of luck with you there, aka Speedy. Best of luck with you. You're also going to miss out on being able to buy back your uninsured gear, if that's the case. The whole point with the Scav Karma is that you're just going to miss out on cool stuff, basically. So we'll see how it works out. How would you go about getting level 2 trust on your Discord? Mogi, if you check out where's that channel? Rolls. Oh, what did he do? Did I mention this is a soft launch? All right, so at the top of the Rolls channel, I've got some cleaning up to do on the Discord because Phoenix was doing a lot of stuff, and now it makes it difficult to see that stuff. So the way that the promotion is going to work is that there is a form that you fill out, and then we have to manually promote you, but there's a process. And I understand that no one is actually at that right rank yet because it's a soft launch. The only thing that we're focusing on, I probably should have been more clear about this. The only thing that we are focusing on right now is the onboarding. So people get onto the Discord? Looks like that's good. So I think we're good there. Can people use the channels that we have right now? We're having issues with that. So there's the voice chat stuff where you have the temporary channels where anyone can pick up a voice channel, and then you, as the person that has created that channel, can lock it, can change the name of it, can move it, can all that stuff. We're talking about the Discord right now, guys, because there's a really cool like channel thing that we're fucking with and this is why it's a soft launch too. I don't want too many people coming in here and making channels. Trust me, it's for a reason. So can we get these temporary channels working correctly? Once we know that the temporary channels are where we want them to be, then we start worrying about ranks, and then the ranks are going to be like your trustworthy thing. So in terms of priority right now, guys, if you guys want to help out, go use those temporary channels. Use the unlimited, use the squad, use the duos, do all up and down those temporary channels. If you got a buddy that you want to play Escape from Tarkov with, I'd really appreciate it if you went and you made a channel and you played with him in that Discord, or her, or whoever you're going to play with. Because that is the big test right now. We want to make sure that those voice channels are working correctly before we move on to the next stage, which is worrying about roles and worrying about community games and all that other stuff. So there's a process, trust me. Can't believe I'm not a full nice guy yet. Danny, oh. Where's Danny? Danny. There you go, Danny. Now you are. I'm sorry it took that long, sir. I'm sorry. There might be some role issues with that. That's also why I'm not making anyone. just FYI, Danny. That's also why we're not doing it, because there might be some role issues. That wasn't the priority. But Eamon is a member. So also, if you guys are a member, make sure that you so Tierish, if you end up jumping on there, make sure you have your YouTube account linked to your Discord, because that automatically gives you nice guy as well. So there's a process to it, guys. Trust me. There's a process. We're working on it right now. We need to worry about those voice channels. Google Lighthouse. Okay, I know where you're going with that, BT31. I've played that. I've played it on Hired Ops. I know what you're talking about there. It doesn't mean that they're going to like straight up port it or anything. It really doesn't. I do know what you mean though. Again, even with that information, I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening in time. If they do end up doing it, yes, I will agree with you. Yes, I do think that makes sense. But I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to get Lighthouse done in that time frame. I just don't. If we see it in July, I want to make Nikita hold my beer meme in regards to the fat suits. Exactly. It'll have to mention like how it's so gray box mid-May, launch mid-July, hold my beer, like something like that. That's if 12/12 is the wipe, won't it be a super short wipe? Because exactly, that's what I mean, Marv. If 12/12 ends up coming any later than early July. Even that's pushing it. We would need it like early June for it to make the most sense. That is exactly what I mean. Veritas said that gray boxing can be a technical test right at the end of development. You want to know what's funny? Is when he came up with that description, I was talking to him. Me and Jesse were talking to him. So he knows about that. But last time that I talked about him and I talked to him about this stuff, he did agree that based off of everything that we know, it is the early and not the end one. Because the biggest thing that we're missing here is that BSG, on 2 different occasions, have confirmed that they see it as an early part of the development. They literally have said that. They're saying they called it like the initial. They called it like an initial task. And they also said that it's early on. Nikita called it early, and the guy that edited it, whatever it was, the new community guy or whatever, literally called it an initial task. Initial is early. So it's definitely not the late gray boxing that you can do with Unity. It's definitely still the early gray boxing. Danny boy, I made you a nice guy, Danny. You're a nice guy now. I did. I gave it to you. How would you go about getting level 2 trust in your Discord? Okay, yeah, so don't worry about it right now, Mogi. Just join up. There's a process to it that we're not ready to tackle yet. We just need to make sure the onboarding's good. Like I said, onboarding's good. Everyone's in here. Good to go. Next is voice. Voice is an issue with Discords because we have a lot of people. And we have a lot of people that want to play together. So that's why today we're going to go play Star Citizen. And we're going to have a ass load of people. Like me, the last night, when I opened it up for fucking 5 minutes, we had 50-something people join. And Danny knows, and there's a couple other people in here I think that know. We had like 50 people in one channel, and we were just chilling. We were just talking. That was really cool, and it worked, so I'm happy about that. But what happens when we all start playing a game together? That's going to be a shit show. So we need to figure that stuff out. That's what the soft launch is for. So if we want to chat, if you want to hang out, totally possible. Good to go there. Next is gaming, because we're gamers. So we need to see how the gaming works with the Discord. That's the next priority. How would you bring new people to the game? What are the main mechanics that you would change? Tano, I wouldn't change anything because the game's not done yet. We don't know what the game looks like in the finished product, Tano. And then in terms of new players, show them Stalker, and if they like Stalker but they're not as much of a sci-fi fan, they're probably gonna like Escape from Tarkov. That's what I would say. Love the Scav hot tubs stream. Can you write Killa on your sexy 6B13, please? Yeah. So that was from Evasion was doing a they were doing some kind of competition with who could make the funniest like Tarkov hot tub stream picture or whatever, and that's where a couple of those are coming from. Will in-game voice come before, with, or after Streets? Before 12.12. VoIP is planned for 12.12, which we are currently in 12.10. We are waiting on 12.11, so 12.12 is what's after that, and VoIP is planned with 12.12. Unfortunate that it is not coming with Scav Karma. I don't know why, but apparently it's also going to be a comms. There's going to be a comms wheel like what you get with PMCs, but with Scavs. That's all I ever wanted, but in future I do hope to get rank 4 and help. So, guys, just so you know, rank 4 is very difficult. You're going to need to be here for a long time. So, because the video isn't live, you know what? Fuck it. It's unlisted, so I can just link it. You know what? No, actually I won't, because I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. I'll link the you know what? I'll make the video go live after this split. After I'm done streaming, I'll make the video go live, and you guys can go check it out. So there's a rank system to the Discord that is purely based on trust. So the big thing with Tarkov and the big thing with survival games, the big thing with a lot of the games that we're going to be playing is you need to trust that person. And it is a public server for accessibility, so anyone can join. You can invite any of your friends, and you can get level 1, which is kinda nice guy. Anyone that understands how to read English and can click an emote can be a kinda nice guy. That is the public portion of the community. The real community is when you become a nice guy. So that's rank 2. Rank 2, you know that person belongs to be there, and you can trust that person to a point. Like that's your initial, like, this person probably is not going to kill you and steal your stuff. I can't say probably. Is most likely not going to kill you and steal your stuff. And then it goes up to rank 4. So if rank 1 is public, and at least they're here, if they're at least from my community, or if they've seen some of my content, there's potential for them to be a nice guy. So that's why I say kind of nice guy. That's rank 1. Rank 2, nice guy, like I said, probably will not kill you and take your stuff. Rank 3, very most likely will not kill you and take your stuff. Pretty trustworthy person. Rank 4, you can trust them with your account information. Like, that person's not going to do shit to you. Like, that's the level of trust that is what that rank represents in the Discord. So if you are new to the Discord, if you're new to the Tarkov scene, if you're new to Discords, if you are looking for new friends in a game that can be as brutal as Escape from Tarkov because you don't know if that new friend you just made is going to kill you and take your stuff, the best case scenario is for you to look at them and know that you can trust them, which is what that ranking system is going to do. So, and we're also going to have a Sherpa program too. So there's going to be rank 4s that are Sherpas and stuff like that, but that's all later. So if you're a new player to Escape from Tarkov, if you're looking for people to teach you, if you're just looking for people to play with, you should be able to join the Discord and know that, okay, that guy wants to play and he's rank 3, let's do it. Let's go. And I can bring my gear and I don't have to worry about it. Same thing with Star Citizen. All right, so that guy's rank 3, I can trust him. Let's get my ship together, and then we'll go run some drugs, or we'll go run some cargo or whatever. Or he can be my wingman, and I know he's not gonna take my shit. He's not gonna kill me or whatever. I want to play Rust this weekend. I know that rank 2 at least. We could play with that rank 2, but I'm not going to give him the code to some of these code locks. That rank 3, he can know all the code locks, that kind of a thing. Like, easy to... the first time you've ever met that person, but you know that you can trust them, that is the ideal situation, and that's what I'm trying to set up. And the rank means nothing until we do need someone to take charge of, like, a squad or, like, a vehicle or whatever. So anytime that we have a lot of people playing together and we need someone to drive the truck, basically, or if we need someone to use a grenade launcher, if one person can have the power to fuck up a lot of other people's fun time, that person that has that power needs to be like at least like a rank 3 or something. That's going to be how we run the community from now on. It doesn't mean that nobody is ever going to go around calling anyone sir. Like, it's not like a chain of command. It's not like authority. It's simply just trust. So maybe you can consider that authority. Like, okay, so we know that guy is a nice guy. That guy is a really nice guy. You want to call that authority, you can call that authority if you want. But there sure shit isn't going to be anyone calling anyone sir or anything. It's strictly just because of trust. That's how we're going to have it set up. Is there people from SEA Tarkov on there? I don't know what that is, Lemon Shark. I don't know what that is. Do you know if there's plans for a debugging mode in Tarkov, like in Arma 3, where the game draws a color line behind the path of bullets? I doubt it, Thunderpaws. Maybe in Arena. Maybe in the theater mode thing that they're possibly going to do. But I doubt it otherwise. So is VoIP something the community is optimistic or pessimistic? It's pretty split right now, Weaponized Meme. It's pretty split. However, usually the people that are optimistic about it just want to see that it's coming, which it is. And usually the people that are pessimistic about it are worried about people ruining it. And for the people that are pessimistic about it, know that Nikita is absolutely terrified of VoIP. He is fornicating, terrified of VoIP. He is going to do right by you. He's going to make sure that the VoIP is done the best way that it can so that it has the best chance of not ruining your gameplay. However, it's still VoIP. It's going to happen, but Nikita is terrified of it. Just trust me that he's going to do... Trust Nikita. Trust that Nikita is going to do right by you because it's his baby. It's his project. If there's anyone that is worried about the realism or the immersion or whatever of Escape from Tarkov, it's Nikita, and he's the one that's in charge of that. So you can sleep soundly knowing that VoIP is in the right hands. I mean, like Southeast Asia servers. Possibly. Lemon Shark. Phoenix did add a region thing. So if you go to roles, which I have to delete all of the extra bot shit because it clouded the fuck up the channel. Or it clogged up the channel big time. So, wait. Unless he did it wrong. Okay, that looks like a work in progress. I don't think he's actually done with that. Alright, so there is a region thing. We do have a region thing, but it's super messy, so we have to clean that up. I am assuming he probably got tired or something because he was on this all day. We were working on that Discord for hours yesterday. We were working on that shit for a very long time. And he was up after I was doing stuff. So he's probably... Yeah, so the region selection looks like a work in progress. But it's there. And then we have the promotion request. And we have the other roles up there. Just make sure, at the very least, make sure you're choosing your roles so that you can see the channels. You can see the different games that we're going to be talking about. Personally, I can't see VoIP going well at all for a game as immersive and trying to be as realistic as Tarkov. If you can adapt to it, don't worry about it. If you can adapt, if you think that you can adapt to it, then don't worry about it. But it needs to be in the game. It does. It's going to add so much to it, especially with how the karma is going to work and stuff like that. So I understand what your worries and stuff, but it needs to be in the game. Nikita's terrified about it. He'll do right by you. But of course, shit's gonna happen. He didn't stop doing changes until about 5 a.m. No, he didn't. You're kidding, Smitty. That's well, that's 2 a.m. his time. I could see that. He's West Coast. Yeah, big props to Phoenix because he's setting up all the temporary channel stuff. Like he's doing a lot of good work with that. So it's a soft launch. It's not done yet. We'll clean things up, but the essence of the Discord is working. You can come in there, you can chat, you can play with your friends. There's just the peripherals like the role selection and stuff. Well, role selection works, but like this region stuff isn't necessarily working correctly. Also, the channel commands are a little bit difficult. So, but you can go on our channel, you can play with your friends, and we are going to be playing Star Citizen later. So yeah, that was the point. My end goal is to be a Sherpa on your Discord and teaching people the ways of the rat. Just make sure they know that. Make sure they know that's what they're signing up for. That'd be cool. Robust alternative training and show them the secrets of the KS-23. Sounds good, dude. Is it worth finishing my Punisher quest since there's little time? Absolutely. Number one, Panda, if you think you're going to have fun doing that, do it. If that is a goal for, you know, achieve your goals, go for it. What in-game item besides weapon and money would you like to own in real life? A Scar. At some point, I'm going to buy a Scar H. I think those are really cool. I'm going to buy a Scar H, and I'm going to put a, I'm going to put like a little 1x4 on it. What's this one? I had the box somewhere. I have a Vortex on my rifle. I think it's a I forget if it's a 1x4x25 or something like that. I forget. I really like my I have a variable scope on my rifle in real life, and I'd probably get the same one, but I'd get that mount that you can put the canted, like the canted is on the mount for the variable scope, so that I don't need to have a separate thing for the canted. I'd rock that on a Scar all fucking day. Or an L-can. You know what? No, definitely an L-can. Actually, yeah, fuck that. I changed my mind. L-can. Scar H with an L-can. For sure. 100%. Maybe the 6.8 Scar. Whatever that's called. I forget what it's called. Maybe the 6.8 Scar. That would be really cool. Although the 6.8 Scar is not in the game, so a Scar H. What rifle do I have? I have a couple rifles, but I don't usually talk too much about them. If you guys are on the Discord someday, we can chat about them, but I don't usually talk about them like on a stream or whatever. But I know guns. I'm not a super nerd about guns. Like, I don't know absolutely everything, as you guys probably have heard in some of my videos, but I know guns. Eventually, are we going to have all the traders in rate? So the theory, or there was a plan in the past to have all of the traders in game. That was a plan in the past. However, I don't think that's the plan anymore. There will absolutely be several in-game traders. It might be even some of the traders that we are used to right now not being an in-raid trader. It might be. And it still might be all of them, but we don't know. That's all we have on it right now. Apologies, but that's really all that we have on them right now. Lucky to be living in a state that allows you to own a Scar. I'm kind of jealous. I'm in Massachusetts, and it's super liberal. It's very difficult to get stuff. But there's a loophole with the Scar, actually. There's actually something about the Scar makes it legal. Yeah, Scar H with an L-can would be fucking awesome. Since temperature is something possible to do... Since temperature is something possible, what do you think about a coffee thermos? Thermos to keep your PMC warm? Kind of like a Aquamari, but with temperature buff stat effects. I would have to imagine that's going to be a thing with the seasonal weather DLC when cold actually comes in. I would think that they might add something. I think what they're going to do too is heat packs. I think they talked about if anyone's ever been like snowboarding or snowmobiling or anything that you'd have to be outdoors in very cold weather for a long time. I'm sure that you guys have seen these heat packs that you can get where you take it and you basically just like slap it around, or you just rub it in your hands or whatever and it warms up. I think they're going to do something like that. What do you think EFT is going to become open world? When do you think EFT is going to become open world? I think right before launch. That's going to be one of the last things that they do is open world. If they can even achieve it, because they're going to test it with the map-to-map travel first. I'm sure you heard that the wipe is Thursday. Yes, I can guarantee you heard the wipe is Thursday. But that's for a very specific and quite funny reason. Jack says he wants to own his own personal killer. Good luck with that, Jack. That's good. See how that goes. Killer will show up on the fucking UK evening news. What in-game? I already got that. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, guys. When it comes to if you're debating on whether to do something in the game right now just because a wipe is coming up, just do it. If you're gonna have fun doing it, just do it. If you're gonna feel disappointed that you're gonna lose that progress pretty soon, if it does end up wiping, then don't do it. It's like it's a pretty simple answer. If you guys are gonna enjoy your time playing the game, doing something in the game, then do it. If you're not gonna enjoy your time, or if you for some reason or another think it's gonna really ruin your day, ruin your week, ruin your month, ruin your fucking life, whatever it is, if you lose that progress in the next couple of weeks, then don't do it. Simple. Pretty simple. Feels like the stream just started. Do all your streams feel as though you start and finish so quickly? Sometimes, until I lose my voice, because I can tell I've been talking for like an hour straight once I'm about to lose my voice. But we did talk for 3 hours last night, so I was already pretty on bad footing. But speaking of the stream beginning and ending, we got to finish up here. So let's get a couple more questions in. If you guys have any questions that are super irking you, I'll grab a few more, and then we're gonna head out for the day. But don't worry, because the Discord's open, so you can come chat on the Discord. We now have that. So, any questions that might pop up, I'll take a sip of coffee and then I'll count it down. All right, last question's going once. Do you like pancakes? I love pancakes. I'm not 100% sure. No one is 100% sure right now that it's going to be a wipe. Are there plans for radio use in the future? Absolutely. In fact, you're going to be able to track people down using radios. So the farther away you are, if you're on the same frequency, if you hear them use it, and the more scraggly that it is and the more interference that you have is the farther away you are, and then once it gets more clear, the closer you are. They've talked about that before. Hendrik, if you're asking me, I'm not going to give a percentage. I think that 12.11 makes very good sense. So giving it a percentage doesn't mean anything. All I can say is that 12.11 makes a ton of sense to be a wipe. And if it could totally not be a wipe, it would just be it would really fucking suck if it wasn't a wipe. It would really fucking suck that if it wasn't a wipe, or they, for some reason or another, are insanely confident that 12.12 can be soon. That's the only thing that can happen with that. But if you're going to ask me, if you want to ask me and just me, this isn't from Nikita, this isn't from BSG or anything, so if it doesn't end up happening, don't yell at them, yell at me. I think 12.11 is going to be a wipe, yes. I'm pretty confident that 12.11 is going to be a wipe. That's it. That's just me. Beanbag rounds for good karma players, thought yes or no? That'd be cool, especially with the people being able to knock people out and go into unconscious state and stuff like that. Those will be cool. Would you stream other games than Tarkov before wipe? I kind of already am on the second channel. I've been playing a lot of War Thunder recently, and we're gonna be playing Star Citizen today. But the Star Citizen is not gonna be streamed because I'm gonna have enough to worry about with the Discord stuff. So if you guys are interested in Star Citizen, stay tuned to the community section. I'm not gonna make a video about it, but what I will do is once I am done here, I am going to post the video about the Discord, which I don't think it'll give you a notification because it was already posted. It's already been live before. But I'm just going to say, actually, no, I probably won't keep it live. Depending on how many people click the Discord is how quickly I'll take the video down. But for any of you guys listening right now, here is the Discord. There is no confirmed wipe this week, dude. No confirmed. So anyone that's asking about Wipe Thursday or anything like that, the whole Wipe Thursday is a joke. If anyone says that, it's because wipes usually happen on a Thursday, so sometimes they're right when they say that. That's it. That's the only reason why they say Thursday. Otherwise, nobody has any idea. What I just explained for the wipe is what I believe. So that is the Discord, guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you jump on that. Also, if you are into Star Citizen, I would absolutely do that because we are going to be playing Star Citizen as a group today. Methinks that we might be able to get 50 people together and then we could just own a fucking Star Citizen server if we can get 50 people together. So that should be really cool. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today. That is going to do it for Good Morning Tarkov. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. But if you want to chit-chat before then, I have the Discord. So Discord's really cool. The video should be going up pretty much instantaneously once this stream is done. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. For the latest Escape from Tarkov news, you can subscribe to the channel. And for a really cool community, you can join the Discord. But otherwise, again, thank you guys for hanging out. And I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.